What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's a special one because today we are getting started on the prep work to pull out this On3 Performance Turbo and upgrade to the Remnant Performance Super Sonic 70 Omega Series Turbo. Now along with changing out the turbo, we're going to be doing an oil change on the car to prep for getting it retuned. So here's the car as it is now, the 72mm On3 Performance Turbo that originally came with this turbo kit. Let's go ahead and get this oil change done so we can get that thing out of here. All right guys, so I got the oil drained, I've got the filter dripping, front bumpers off, headlights out, the 4-inch intake for the On3 Performance Turbo is out. There you can see it there. And now I'm just working on taking out the oil catch cans. Oh, and I took off the top piece of the charge piping. All right, oil change pretty much done. I need to remember to add oil. Do not try to start the car without oil. Turbo's almost ready to come out. Got the downpipe disconnected. Yes, I spilled oil on the turbine housing. Don't worry about that. And I've got the up pipe disconnected. I did have to loosen it from the bottom, so it's got some play room, but it's almost ready to come out. Well, I ended up taking off some more intercooler piping, but the turbo is out. And it actually looks pretty good for right around a little over 10,000 miles on it. There's no play in the shaft whatsoever, so that's nice, but obviously I won't be needing this anymore. This is where the car's gonna have to stay for a little while until the turbo comes in a few days, and then we'll pick this back up then. Well guys, it is a short time for you, but a few days later for me, and the turbo has arrived. I tried to do an unboxing video, but of course the file got corrupted, so I'm just gonna show you everything that comes with the kit here now. We've got the compressor housing and the CHRA. Here we've got the turbine housing. This is a twin scroll design. It's 22.9 cubic inch interior volume. Here are the water lines for the turbo, since this turbo is oil and water cooled. These are coming off the connection points that typically go to the throttle body. We've got our twin scroll exhaust gasket here for the T4 adapter, and then all your fittings gasket for the oil drain. And that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up this turbo, get these block off ports and fittings all sealed with the Teflon tape. And when the turbo is all built up and ready to be installed, I will continue the installation. All right guys, so I got the turbo all built up. It actually took a lot longer than I was anticipating, but I'm mocking it up now just to test fit it and see what adjustments need to be made. And I'm trying to see exactly how I need to clock this thing to get everything to line up where it's supposed to. It's definitely gonna be tight having water lines coming in here now, in addition to the oil. But we'll get her there. Well, after a lot of back and forth, I think I've got it in its final resting spot. It was not easy to get both of those V-bands lined up and get the graphite gasket I have for this downpipe V-band in, and make sure that the oil drain line was aligned with the fitting on the top of the oil pan. But looks like we should be good where we're at now, and the angle of the oil feed is not too bad. It's not as 12 o'clock as I'd like, but I think just with my oil drain line that I have from the old turbo, this is as good as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna leave the car like this for the night, and tomorrow I will cut down, shorten the water lines that come from these fittings down here over to where these blue caps are at. Boy, I tell you what, this damn turbo is kicking my ass. Trying to get all these things lined up where everything's perfect and the CHRA is spinning smoothly. This is a lot, but you know, it's coming along. We're getting there. One thing I did want to show you that I did, well actually I can't really show you because it's already got the adapter on. But basically, since this turbo is a twin scroll, where the hell did I put that? Here's the gasket that came with it. So it's a twin scroll, but it's going on a open volute or a open manifold. So I don't really need the twin scroll because it's not two separate exhaust pipes connecting up to the turbo. So where this flat edge is on the turbine housing, I basically did a knife's edge modification and smoothed it out, so it's not going to be the exhaust hitting a flat surface. It's kind of sharp edge that smooths the flow into each of the two banks. I should have got a video of it while I was doing it, but this thing's been pissing me off, so we're getting there. Hopefully, after I make a couple other modifications to notch for the oil drain line, which is really the biggest problem that I'm having right now, we should be in a better place. Turbo is in, oil drain line's hooked up, got the water lines hooked up, about to go underneath the car and connect the rest of the exhausts. Then I will get the turbo blanket on, get this turbo pre-oiled, and start putting together the rest of the charge piping. Whew! Well, I can say with complete certainty that I never want to have to do that again. Hopefully this turbo never has to come out. But got it in there, everything's lined up, everything's rotating smoothly. All the fasteners from underneath the car are all good to go. All I've got to do now is pre-oil the turbo and then put the top of the charge piping back in, plug up some sensors, put the catch cans back in, and then it's time for a first start. All right, guys, the intake is back on. The charge piping's all connected and fastened. Got the oil feed line connected. All that's left now is to connect the two catch cans, put the obviously the headlight and front bumper back on. But before that, we'll start the car up, do a quick leak check, get that exhaust wrap laid back down once everything checks out good with no leaks. And we should be good to take it out and see how the car feels with the new turbo. Leak check turned out good. Didn't see any oil or water leaks, so everything looks to be tightened up properly. Vacuum at idle once fully warmed up is good. So I think about ready to go ahead and put the front end back on and complete this project up. Just like that, she's all back together. Looking mighty nice, if I do say so. Now what's not looking mighty nice is the state of my shop right now. So maybe we do something about that. Wow, that was easy. Now you're probably not gonna be able to hear me well because I'm driving the car, but listen to this freaking turbo. Super Sonic compressor housing is crazy. Well, guys, I'm not sure that came across on camera, but this thing sounds incredible. I think the supersonic housing from Remnant is like the perfect blend between a standard housing and a T51R modded housing. You've still got that sweet high-pitched turbo whistle when you're giving it low load, but it's not overbearing like some of the Precisions and other ones that you've probably seen online. I am thoroughly impressed with this turbo. Now, I wish I could say the car can just stay like how it is now, but I do have to make some changes. When that test run that we just went on, I had my electronic boost controller just turned off for no boost control, just running wastegate, and it's making way more boost now than it was on the previous turbo when I had that set at like a 35 to 40 duty cycle on the 72 that I pulled out. So hopefully that doesn't mean that I'm going to have to add a second wastegate. I know there's a couple guys that have had to do that. I'm going to try taking the spring out that's in there now. I want to say I have maybe a 7.5 pound spring around there in there now. I'm going to drop the spring pressure down and see if I can get the boost to be a little bit lower on wastegate, so I have room to move it up and down when I go to get retuned. But if that doesn't work and if it's still making crazy boosts, then I might have to look into adding a second wastegate, which luckily I've got one already. It's just really more of an issue of where to put it. There's not a great spot on the crossover pipe that's not going to have it hanging down too low or having a large moment of inertia on the piping, given the distance away from the fastening points. So we'll see what we can do there, but hopefully just dropping the spring pressure down will do me some good. Well guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I'm looking forward to seeing what gains we get with this car once we go to get it retuned, and then obviously getting the port injection kit on the car so we can turn up the boost a little bit. So hopefully I'll get some good content on that here soon. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another video here soon.